3, 2, 1.
My story begins when I was in 6th grade. My family took a trip to Mexico to build homes with a bunch of other families from our church. It was a time that I was brought out of my comfort zone. I remember seeing what someone else's normal was and feeling grateful for what I had. I saw poverty firsthand, yet was surprised by the joy and contentment that the families continued living in. This trip is where I would say my love for Latin American culture and language truly began. After that, I had many other opportunities to travel and live in Latin America. With the desire to truly immerse myself, I decided to spend a whole semester away in Chile. I really wanted to get some practical use of my Spanish. I wanted to learn about the country and bring what I learned back to the Elmhurst College campus. My excitement outweighed the fears I had, but I remember being nervous about the shock and adapting to a new environment with new people. I knew it was going to be a challenge, but I traveled from Chicago to Santiago to begin a new adventure. My first impressions were that Chileans talked really fast. It was hard to be in a new type of school environment since it was not all inside the classroom. Right away, I noticed the more laid-back attitude that the culture has. Everything wasn't go, 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 so that helped make it an easier transition. We took the bus and train to school every day, and the train was just like the L downtown Chicago, but more crowded. It was nice to feel like something was familiar. It was also great to have a group of other students from the U.S. to study with. I appreciated the times we explored the city and challenged each other throughout the semester. A lot of the academics began with seminars and school visits, talking to students, finding the best coffee shops to do homework in. We also did a lot of going out and experiencing life in new places to learn. Hearing from younger students all the way through those in college was a great way to gain different perspectives on how the education system is affecting their lives. Learning about the dictatorship was probably one of the toughest times academically. The corruption and injustices that we discussed made those days very exhausting. It was hard to see even how my home country played a role in supporting the initiatives of the dictatorship. It made me really think about my role in this event, even though it was before I was born. It's something that continues to have an impact in the world we live in, so there has to be a part that I play in it. Part of the culture is this idea of the need to fight for what you want. The students lying in the streets is an image I will never get out of my head as I think about the passion and plans that they have for their education and future. It was really exciting to see how this then translated into the beautiful art movement, especially the street art. We had a chance to go on tours and hear about where and how the different graffiti artists started. There were so many times we'd be walking and just had to stop and admire the walls filled with these bold colors and pictures. As part of the culture, we celebrated holidays, listened to music, danced cueca, tasted all the new kinds of food, and tried our best not to look like foreigners. My favorite part was definitely living with host families. For the majority of my time, I lived with a mom and her 2 kids in Santiago. They became family so quickly. I got to go hiking with them, go to random family parties, but the best part was when my little sister became my Zumba instructor. Living with them helped me gain insight into Chilean culture. I also lived with a host family for our time in Buenos Aires, Argentina, y Temuco, a city in the rural region of Chile. My time in Temuco was really special because I was at this point in my program where we went out more independently. I lived with a mom and a dad, 2 wonderful sisters, 5 cows, 10 chickens, geese, pigs, and Renato, our pet turkey. I ate the most amazing homemade bread and mermelada every day. I hope one day that I can go back there and visit this family that gave me so much, even out of the little they had. Overall, giving up a semester of the usual comforts of speaking the language or having total control of my schedule helped me gain adaptability skills. My experiences in Chile gave me a new perspective on contributing to my community and the world. There was a quote they referred to a lot throughout the semester that said, "Todo lo que no sepas, pregúntalo y investígalo, y todo lo que aprendas, enséñalo." That's what I want to do. Being a part of this generation study abroad means that I can take what I've learned and apply it to where I am now. Our generation is altering the norms of what a college career can mean and look like. As F. Scott Fitzgerald once said, "I'm not sure what I'll do, but I want to go places and see people. I want my mind to grow. I want to live where things happen on a big scale."